Hello, everyone. Hello, 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 hello. How we going? I am late. Yes, I am late. I am so sorry for being late. It tends to be an ongoing thing. Maybe I should just move my start time to 10 p.m. and be done with it. Every time I attempt to be here at 9:30, it never works out. But it's like, damn. So I gotta jump into the dailies first, and then we're probably not gonna get through all of it tonight, but we're gonna start the next part of the Archon quest. Where we're at Act 5 in the shifting light of the moon is where we are as far as Archon quest goes. So we'll be firing that up here in a little bit after we get these dailies knocked out. I hope everybody's having a wonderful night tonight. Excuse me. It's been an interesting day for me. I hope your day has been pretty good. Uh, that's about as far as I'll go with it. But we're gonna dive right into these dailies first. Get them knocked the heck out. Let me close these tabs so that my computer doesn't have to be put on life support to continue. Because sometimes when I have some tabs open in the browser while trying to play a game and stream, it can not function as good as I would like it to. All right, let's get that out of here. Get out of here. Ooh, my CPU usage seems to be a little high still. Let me make sure it actually closed out. Yeah, why is it when you close Microsoft Edge and you go into Task Manager, it still says you have 18 processes on Microsoft Edge running, even though you closed the browser? Make it make sense. Which I've been looking at some interesting YouTube videos here lately. Uh I had I had to have time to sit down and go through all of these steps that they guide you through, but it's basically a way to make Windows run better by disabling services and BS that you really don't need. So I'm going to look into that. Uh, get things running even smoother than what they've been. Alrighty, let me get my game window up here so I can see the game. Do. Give me a minute. Whenever I do this, I always have to resize it. It don't never remember what size it was the last time I did it. Okay, dokie. We got sound. We don't have sound yet, but we will. But we will, chat. We will. Want to know why? Because I didn't swap the audio input here. There we go. Now we have sound. We're gonna start with the day. Like I said, get these dailies knocked out right fast, and then dive right into it. Normally, I try to do at least a couple of my dailies while I'm at work on my breaks. I didn't really get to have a break today. Today was horrible. It was not a very good day at work. I got my ass kicked with some of that product that I was running today. It was not good. So I ended up having to sit there and eat my lunch while I was on our weekly safety meeting. So I was like, don't mind me. I had to bring my noodles in here so that I can give me some kind of sustenance so I don't pass out. That was fun. So how you doing today, Lunar? You feeling better today? I wasn't ignoring you or anything. I was just getting the intro out of the way. I noticed you there. So, okay, that's good. That's good. I'm glad that you're feeling better today. I'm trying to figure out, why am I here? Why am I in this location? I don't know why I'm sitting here in this location. What was I doing here? I don't remember. Anywho, let's go back to Swabian Temple. Well, I'm not going to do that right now. I can't go any further on that until I do the mission for it. And we'll do that on a future stream in a few days. Right now, the focus is trying to knock out these Genshin Archon quests so that we can get those bonus primos. So it'll be Genshin today, it'll be Genshin tomorrow, and Friday we're going to be playing Honkai Star Rail. And then Saturday is community night. So those of you that want to play like Dead by Daylight or, you know, multiplayer games, stuff like that, that's this Saturday. I think the reason why some folks don't show up is they don't know it exists. They forget about it. Okay, we have to spend energy for our tickets today.
I'm here.
So let's see where we're at with Miss Pulchra since we've been working on her. Okay, we got her D. Alright, let me check outpost commissions really quickly. I'm maxed out, guys. What do I do? I'm maxed out for this week already because I did everybody's. I did everybody's the other day and it put me up there. Okay, I got 2 days at least. Oh, I don't know if that counts towards the thing or not. It actually does. Okay. Oh, we got our ticket. Yeah, those of you that play Zenless Zone Zero, I hope y'all didn't forget to do this. Because if you forgot to do it on phase 1, phase 1's already over with. I don't know if you can still get the stuff from phase 1 if you didn't. Phase 2's in progress right now. So don't forget to get those so you can get some polychromes and then get a share of the 4 billion polychrome pool. I was like, why aren't you opening my battle pass, sir? I need my battle pass claim today. Okay, how much energy do I have right now? Ah, that's fine. It's fine. I'll let that sit in overflow. All right, what about events? I'm not going to do any events right now, but I'm just going to look. Okay, we'll probably pop in and do that tomorrow. Just because I'm a little behind on time-wise today. I'm kind of like in a crunch situation. That's not enough for a 10 pull yet, is it? Nope, not quite. I'll have enough to try again for her tomorrow. We're at 60 pity right now. No, wait. We're at... It's 90 in Zenless. I'm a dummy. If it's 90 in Zenless, then we're at 50. My bad. Why is that still lit up? Oh, the bang boo. I'm like over here, like, why are you lit up? Okay. Anywho, enough of that. I hope that didn't just do what I think it did. Okay, don't do that anymore. Go in here and get our dailies done on Honkai right quick. I should say HSR because there is another Honkai game, but I've never played it. I've heard about it. And that's Honkai Impact 3rd. I've heard about it, but never played it. Apparently, Fischl originated from that game. Fischl, you know, the Prinzessin Gifted Ertelam. My very first DPS, besides Razor. Razor and Fischl was on my very first team in Genshin. Well, of course, you know, you get to use Amber for a little while, but, you know, when you get into the team building and stuff like that. It was Razor. I'm trying to remember. It was Razor, Fischl. I don't think I had a healer yet.
Step onto the board.
Future will come.
Damn, I can't remember. I do know that it was Razor and Fischl, and I can't remember. I remember who I put them with. It was I think it was Chin Cho, if that's how you say his name. I didn't have Barbara yet. I didn't get Barbara for a long ass time. I've been Noel. Yeah, my Finon team needs a lot more work. I'd like to see him hit harder. I've seen other players. I don't know I'll have to look at what their team comps are and stuff, but they're over here hitting down 4 million consistently with them, and I'm like, God dog.
Your downfall is absolute.
For tomorrow, the future will come. You can't let them down.
You're going to give me a minute.
Serenity is before me. For tomorrow.
A minute.
Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. Hail the new dawn.
I don't know how my cords get like this. I'm over here trying to untangle my cable for my phone. It got wrapped up into the cord for my headset. I don't know how that happens. It's just... Yeah, I've been at work all day. How did this happen? You weren't tangled last night. It's like the like those of you that used to use the old school wired earbuds, you know, the original iPod earbuds. Yeah, you stick them in your pocket and they would just, it's like they would tie in a knot just by being in your pocket. Yes, my mic is on. What do you mean?
Watch your head.
No.
Your downfall is absolute.
It's always done that. Yes, there is. You don't see it. Look, my God. My goodness, my child is blind.
Maybe I'll take it all.
Well, I mean, it's pointed toward me.
Watch your head.
Well, that's how it's supposed to be. Anywho, my daughter over here was asking, "Oh, is your mic on?" Because I don't see the light, and I'm like, "Child, are you blind?" The light is on. I got one of those that it's a fee-fine mic. Y'all probably heard of those before. They're not super expensive. They're about a $50 microphone, but it's got the RGB in it that it randomly rotates colors in like a two-tone situation, you know. And you know, that's how you know that the mic is unmuted, because if I mute my mic, the lights turn off and they no longer cycle, right? So she thought I was over here yapping and being muted this whole time, and I'm like, no, it wouldn't be muted. Because the cool thing about this microphone that I like, I mean, this is the only mic I've ever had since starting streaming, but I could just tap it on the end and it'll mute it. Then I just tap it and it'll turn it back on. Sometimes I have big coughing fits from being sick from these past couple weeks. Y'all don't know it because I go ahead and mute the microphone. But yeah, they're the original. I'm aging myself here. The original Apple earbuds that were wired in before wireless AirPods were a thing. They called them earpods back in the day, but they were wired, and if you, for some weird reason, if you stuck them in your pocket and you know, just went about your day, the next time you pulled them out, you might as well have tied them like a shoelace, because they would get tangled up just by being in there. So yeah, that run got done a lot quicker than I thought it would. I'm over here trying to eat dinner too, because we're late on everything today, chat. We're late on everything today is an absolute welcome to the shit show. Welcome to the shit show. Most scuffed stream on Twitch. You'll find nobody else more scuffed than me. Nah, I better not say that. Because there are some folks that just starting out that are still learning. So I'm pretty sure I've improved a bit since the time I started. I would at least hope so. I've learned a lot. That's for sure. And I'm still learning new things, still learning. Like the way that I'm doing things tonight, this is something new that I've been doing it for the past 3 days, but it's not something I've ever tried to do before. this type of format, so. Alright, how many wishes does that give me? I'm stacking them up. I don't know when I'm going to start pulling. The anticipation. I'll make all of y'all get nervous. Wait till the last day and pull them all. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to wait until the last day to pull. But the thing is, I have a hard decision to make because, well, her. Now, even though I've never got her, I am I'm a huge fan of Black Swan. Even though I don't have her in my account. Black Swan is the GOAT. Besides Aventurine here, of course. Aventurine's the man. Shoot, there's a lot of great characters in the game. Who am I kidding? Alright, let's go get WuWa knocked out, and then we'll dive right into Genshin after. Don't worry, when we start the Archon quest, we'll go back to full screen. I'm just doing this for the chatting it up. Because the stuff that we're doing is just dailies. It's nothing earth moving or anything of that nature. When it comes to the important stuff, we'll be in full screen. There you can see I got the little chat bubbles above my head here on this. This I've learned. This type of format that you see on your screen right now, I've learned they call this a side-by-side. Where my model is off to one side of the screen and the main content is on the, direct opposite side of the screen. And then with the chat box either above or below the streamer to show more interaction. I'm learning more things, and I actually learned how to filter it out because I know y'all see the Pokemon community game. Those of you that are watching on Twitch, you can see the Pokemon community game sitting there. Putting the notifications in chat, those do not show up on the side-by-side because I have learned how to filter those out where they don't show up. Like I said, I'm still learning new stuff every day now. Trying to find different ways to improve. This did not teleport me in the right spot. It always does this. I gotta stop letting it auto take me there and just use this waypoint. Because it always wants to put me down there to Thundering Memphis. And I'm like, no, I don't want to farm that boss right now.
I shall bear witness.
I don't know why it always gives me them over here in this area anyhow. My gameplay with Yuno's getting better. I'm learning her stuff a lot better. I have not started building a myth yet, Ameth is still sitting at level 1. I haven't done anything with her yet.
Watch the corner. Huh? I heard something. Tie a bow and call that my signature. Fight by my side. Unmatched.
So I'm getting a lot more skilled with this team the longer that I play with them. Learning their kits. Because I know y'all seen my gameplay a couple weeks ago where I was just sucking ass. I was like, I have no idea how to use this team. This is not working out well. What Mountain Dew? I don't know nothing about no Mountain Dew, ma'am. Whatever. I don't have but that one though. I don't think there's any more of that here. Let's synthesize and go do some cooking. That's nearly impossible. Nothing to do. That's basically her whole diet gone then. You can't do that. Yeah. Everybody's body chemistry is different. Neither can I. Why would you want to touch something that was prescribed for her anyway? That's wild. That's the only time you can get it. You have to have it prescribed. Talking about penicillin, Chad. I'm allergic to penicillin. Little fun fact you learned about me today. There's a new fact for you. Renegade will die if he takes penicillin. No, it does not. Man, she over here embellishing. Y'all probably hear her in the background too, I assume, because she can be a little loud. Over here, over embellishing on stuff, man. Shit, the shame. Why is it lit up still? The hell? The hell? No, I'm not gonna unlock the damn thing. Crazy. We got Mel. Hey chat, you got Mel. That's a throwback. No, you got sour cream, I don't. Alright, chat, that's all the dailies that I'm doing. I'm not worried about doing infield because I haven't really dived deep into it, so to me it's not really something super important right now. I've barely touched that game, even though I do have it installed. And that's only because I'm too busy with the other 4. I can't find the time to really add another game into my rotation as far as gacha games. I'm already at my limit with the 4 that I play right now. I don't know how people like Styx and Brexaphone, those folks there, have the time for all the ones that they play. I'm like, good God, man, I can barely manage what I have. I'm behind on what I have. I don't know how y'all pull that off, man. That's a mystery to me. Okay, anyway, sorry about that, chat. There's a reason why I put the transition on that screen, even though I'm just blowing it up, because it gives Hu Tao and Evernight and the Farina gift a chance to load, so that it makes it more visually appealing, where I don't suddenly just swap, then the 2 seconds later, then you see Evernight and Hu Tao pop up. It gives it more immersion. And yes, I did make that transition using a tool, a online tool. All I did was upload the colors and I chose the colors that I wanted and uploaded my logo, and then it generated the WebM. Basically, I went to the website, told it this is what I wanted, this is what I want it to do, these are the colors I want, and then it just made the I chose everything, but it made the little video file. I don't know if people consider that cheating or not. Alright, let's go do our ley lines first, because I do be needing some books anyway. I am fairly low on books, so we will take advantage of this double drop. Yes, I brought out Hu Tao. I was like, I want to play with Hu Tao again. It's been a long time. Well, I wasn't supposed to do that.
Don't be scared.
Where's all the enemies? What is going on? Normally they'd be on me like gangbusters. What the heck? Now I get frozen. This rotation is sucking, chat. I'm sorry. I'm used to having more. What happened there? Oh well. I'm a little rusty with Hu Tao. Y'all gonna have to forgive me.
Stars, shine for me.
She's been on the bench too long. Now I gotta relearn. Oh.
May I present my guiding stars. Nice and spicy.
Who's still alive? I was like, damn, what's still alive? Of course, we'll switch to the Nodcry team when we go into the Archon quest, but I just wanted to play with Hu Tao. I've been using her to do dailies. Gives me a little bit of a nostalgic feel when I used to main her. long time ago. Which I should look at some actual up-to-date guides and see what if people are still using her and what type of team comps they are using these days.
Let the world collide!
World collide.
Don't be scared. Higher, higher, hands on fire!
So folks might be like, "Oh, Renegade, if you main Hu Tao, how come you don't have the staff of Homa?" I don't believe in the weapon ban. The weapon banner scares me in this game. So many primos that could have been gotten, that could have been used to got a new character, just flushed down the toilet, I feel.
When the sun's out
I didn't mean to interrupt you, Hu Tao.
in sunlight, but when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight.
Okie. We already got the bonuses from that, so we will go over here. And we will spend a little bit of our resin to re-get a condensed. My brain went blank there for a minute. That should be enough for just the dailies. It is. I wonder, email? Yes. That is not what I want. Starlight Voyage. Archon. What is that? Starlight Voyage to Archon. It must be a web event. I'm gonna have to look. It's probably a web event of some kind.
Add Astra. Thank you for completing.
That is the thing that I forget about quite a bit.
High up, everyone can hear
I
you.
forget about the web
Add
event
Astra
things.
Abyssal.
I do. I'm guilty. I'm completely guilty. I forget about them. Alright, we'll change our party setup right quick. We're gonna keep this one here. Why did it take so long to deploy? That's nutty. Alright. Anywho. There we go. All right, let's get into it. I'm sorry I keep getting interrupted. Go, chat. Here we go. Starting the Archon quest now. I'm stamped 49 minutes, 40 seconds. I took too long on the dailies.
Hey, Llama! It's us! Huh? Varka? What are you doing here?
Beats me. I had a bit too much to drink last night, and when I woke up, I was on Hisi Island.
Mr. Varka is helping to oversee Nasha Town's preparations for Moon Prayer Night. He is here to go over some details regarding the decorations and custom cloth designs.
Right, yeah, that too.
What do you mean, that too?
Okay, anywho, sorry. Renegade almost died. I'm kidding. Anywho. Did they say again?
Beats me. I had a bit too much to drink last night, and when I woke up, I was on Hisi Island.
Mr. Varka is helping to oversee Nasha Town's preparations for Moon Prayer Night. He is here to go over some details regarding the decorations and custom cloth designs.
Right, yeah, that too.
What do you mean, that too?
So preparations are already underway?
Yes. Celebrating this festival is a long-held tradition here in Nodcry. On this day, the crescent moon at the top branches of the verdant crest turns into a full moon, and the moon prayer blossoms bloom with a special radiance. Our people take these to be blessed omens.
It's an especially welcome event coming off the back of all that nasty business with Rare. Everyone got put through the ringer recently, and now they're looking to turn their fortunes around. The big shots in town all agree that a big, lively celebration is just what we need to rebuild people's faith in this place.
No wonder Catherine said that people weren't so bothered about the religious element.
That's right. It's become more of a local custom by this point. The celebrations have little to do with whether the religious stories behind this event are true or not. Even the Frost Moon Scions are eagerly awaiting the coming of Moon Prayer Night, despite now knowing that their past beliefs were founded on a falsehood.
That's fair. It's a bit like the Lantern Ride in WuWa. It's a chance for people to enjoy themselves, not debate the existence of the Adepti.
Although in their case, the Adepti definitely do exist. We've met plenty of them in our time.
Oh, one other thing. We just went to see Columbina. We went ahead and invited her to take part in the festival this time. Hope that's okay.
Wait, so... you mean she agreed to it? Huh. That's quite a surprise.
Then, I suppose that she intends to return to the moon on that day.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of a complicated process, but basically, it's like a slingshot.
She probably shouldn't have endorsed your metaphor.
I understand. In truth, I had a feeling that she might make such a decision. Well, if Kuthar has decided to participate in the festival, we should prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. She was saying how it could be risky for her to show her face in public. We were wondering if there was any way we could hide her.
Unfortunately, the people who carved the statues did an excellent job of capturing her likeness. It will be very challenging to hide a goddess whose face everyone is so familiar with.
Darn! We may have bitten off more than we can chew here.
Nah, don't sweat the small stuff. We can handle that.
Huh? Are you saying you have a plan?
Not as such, no, but the most important thing with a festival is to keep the mood light and your spirits up. You can't go preparing for a festival with those long faces. You'll never convince anyone to enjoy themselves.
The Mondstatter spirit is strong with this one.
As it happens, I agree with Mr. Varka. Let's start by making our appreciation for Kuthar the beating heart of the festive atmosphere. And who knows, once we get the ball rolling, perhaps everything will just fall into place.
Hey! Did you catch that? Llama said the thing! Or close enough, at least.
I'm looking forward to the Moon Prayer Night already. We have a festival in Mondstadt called Windbloom, and you can always tell which couples are celebrating it for their first time by the smiles on their faces. Big, beaming smiles like their whole face is glowing. And I have a feeling we'll get to see that same smile on the Moon Goddess's face at this festival.
Not quite the same, surely.
Anyway, I'll take care of business in the city, but I'll have to leave the decor up to you and the Frost Moon Scions. No one else can capture that traditional aesthetic quite like you guys. But lastly, there's the final key element that brings the festival to life. Companionship.
Take care of that part.
Before you leave, let me show you something that we've been preparing. Mr. Varka had asked to see it already, so you may as well tag along. Also, I have some further questions about Kuthar's decision.
Okay. We're gonna let this ad run right quick.
combat data updated. Please rest assured that I will not blow the roof off again.
Alright, we're back. Go ahead and pick this up while I'm here, even though I don't need them. Oh, look at that. That's cute. Let's see. Let me in. Let me in. This is probably meant for, I know. Yehoda probably ain't even short enough for this one. Well, he can kind of make it work a little bit. Oh well. Doesn't seem to be this one either. What's going on now? Did we just do a side quest? We're supposed to be in immersive mode. What happened? Hello there, big bro. I don't think I've seen you before, or the white fae lady next to you. Oh, she thinks Paimon's a fae. Maybe Paimon is a fae. Welcome to the Frost Moon Enclave. Is there anything I can help you with? No, we just got curious seeing you out here all alone like this. By the way, Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. So, it's Mr. Traveler and Miss Paimon. You know, you two don't look like you're from Nasha Town. Actually, I'm the real mastermind behind the scenes in Nasha Town. Whoa, seriously? That sounds so cool. Can I be your follower then, Traveler? You know, like in one of those epic stories? Hey, quit messing around. We're just regular adventurers passing through, okay? No way we're secretly pulling all the strings in Nasha Town or anything. At least not that Paimon knows of. Must be nice, though, traveling around with your best friend. Seeing the world together. It really is. We've been to so many places already. What about you? What were you doing out here just now? I was looking for pretty stones. Oh, Paimon gets it. You collect them, right? You're not the only one. Some grown-ups are super into that, too. Nope, I'm gonna use the pretty stones to bribe Mai into kidnapping me. What? Wait, what? Okay, I'm gonna reread this. Wait, what? That's definitely not what I was expecting. Oh, you never heard the story of the legendary thief, Reed Miller, and the Fae Princess? But Mai told me it's super famous outside. Okay, this is another Reed Miller mission. Okay. Come, lady with moonlit eyes, let me steal your heart with this jewel that matches your gaze and whisk you away from this gilded cage. I'm not really sure what it means, but if you give somebody something that they like, that means you can go on an adventure with them, right? That's right. That's how I learned Paimon under this path. Hey, don't teach kids weird things. Just because Paimon loves your cooking doesn't mean our friendship started with a kidnapping. By the way, who's this Mai you talking about? Telling kids strange stories like that. That sounds kind of questionable. Oh, she's not a bad person, and she's about the same age as me. She's on an adventure too, just like you. I caught her sneaking around near camp once, so I made her tell me a story. But for some reason, she seemed to think we were some scary cult of weirdos who sacrifice kids to the moon goddess. She tried to act all calm while begging me not to kill her. What the hell? What the hell is this, right? Bruh, what the hell? Man, this just got dark real quick. What kind of weird misunderstanding is that? Right? I had no idea that she even heard something like that. It's so strange. But since it sounded kind of funny, I didn't bother correcting her. That's exactly why you should have corrected her. Anyway, in exchange, she promised to be my best friend and told me lots and lots of stories about the outside world. Mom and Dad never let me read stories from the outside world, saying only the non-believers would like such worthless things. But my stories were really interesting. Like the fisherman who fell in love with a fae, the thief who died 3 times but escaped from the lady of the underworld thrice, and the changeling who longed to become human. There were kind people, not so kind people, and really, really bad people. Rich or poor, good or evil, in the end, everyone dies in misery. Wow. Wow, I really want to hear the whole thing. Could you tell me more? Okay, for example, Reed Miller's companion, the Shadow Weasel, who swore to never step into the moonlight again. Hey, now's not the time for stories like that. And anyway, those aren't exactly stories for kids. Oh, you ain't never heard of the Brothers Grimm there, Paimon? Probably not. That's from our world. Anyway. But I'm not a kid anymore. I also said that the outside world's way too dangerous for someone like me. Which is kind of rich coming from her. She can't even use the blessing of the moon goddess. And she's about the same age as me. Still, it's fine. I'm super smart anyway. Before I caught her, she kept muttering about some stone. That means she must be looking for pretty stones, right? If I find some pretty stones, I bet I can bribe her with ease, just like how Reed Miller lured the Fae Lady away. She'll take me away from here, right? Can you not say bribe like that? You're just giving your friend a nice gift. That's totally normal. No need to make it sound weird. Well, we'll be looking around this area anyway, so if we find any pretty pieces, we'll bring them back to you. Wow, really? Thank you so much. Find pretty stones nearby? No, we're not going to find pretty stones nearby. We will continue that part later. Over here messing up the Archon quest.
Huh, what's this? They sure look like they're having fun.
The drums.
I believe so. Kuhenki seem very skilled at playing drums like these, although I'm not sure where they learned it from.
Maybe it's an innate talent? In their eyes, they're probably just playing with toys.
Wanatar! You want to play too?
Onatar is so cute. Guess not.
Yeah. She looks more confused than anything.
Maybe we can teach her next time if we get the chance.
Side on the left, side on the right, out of sight, out of sight. On the right, on the left, on the right. I like how they're over here just taking my
Things.
balloons.
Moon veils. We
Oh.
hang them from buildings in the city during the festival. When you look at the sky through them, it creates a lovely misty effect.
Oh, those things up there. Okay. I was like, Paimon, you ain't seen a balloon? What? Let's get into immersive mode before we have any more side quests interrupt.
What are these floaty things?
Moon veils. We hang them from buildings in the city during the festival. When you look at the sky through them, it creates a lovely misty effect.
Throwback.
Everyone seems hard at work.
They are preparing items for Moon Prayer Night. For instance, the sculpture being made over here. Mr. Varka and I were just finalizing the details of where it will be placed.
Ah, there she is. I didn't know the finished article would be so large. Not to worry, though. All the necessary arrangements have been made. Just let me know once it's ready, and I'll get some people to ship it over.
You have my thanks. And over here, we are preparing a very traditional confection.
Dang, things look as big as my head.
These colors! It looks great! Can Paimon try one?
Of course. I have a feeling you'll like it a lot.
You bet! Sweets and treats are Paimon's favorite!
If you included those in the Feast of the Moon, I bet Paimon would have joined the Frost Moon Scions by now.
There will also be verdant crests like this present in Nasha Town during the festival. The timing of Moon Prayer Night is not completely set in advance. We make a rough estimate, then observe the changes in the verdant crests and moon prayer blossoms to guide us. As such, the wait itself is a fun feature of this particular festival. Let's talk here. To tell the truth, I am very surprised to hear that Kuthar is willing to participate in the festival. I once asked her if she'd be willing to stay with the Frost Moon Scions. I could introduce her to everyone, and we could be a family to one another. She did not answer, but she has not appeared here since. I took this to mean her answer was no, but if that were the case, she would not have accepted this invitation.
Speaking of answers, she asked us to pass along a message. There is no need.
Ah. I see. Maybe she is right. Maybe the Frost Moon Scions of today no longer need a moon goddess. But my wish was not for her to come here and be worshipped as a deity. I simply wanted to offer her a place to stay. I'm sure she believes that showing herself here might invite Fatui intervention, and as such she does not wish to cause us trouble. But what really pains me about all this is that this is her birthplace. She ought to belong here, yet no one has been able to grant her shelter.
I think I'm qualified to weigh in here. When someone's about to depart on a long trip, what they need is blessings, not burdens. We should wish her the best, not make the journey harder than it already is. Anyway, she's agreed to attend, hasn't she? All we need to do is simply respect her decision.
I see your point. Yes, she will soon depart after all.
Our job is to leave her with some happy memories. Besides, who's to say her journey to the moon is a one-way trip? It's not like she can't come back and visit if she wants, right?
Paimon agrees wholeheartedly. Festivals are all about having fun, so let's keep it simple.
All right, I'm gonna head back to Nasha Town soon. Want to come with? I'm guessing you have some other folks to visit there.
Sure thing, let's go! Bye for now, Wilma!
Thank you all. Goodbye.
Traveler needs blessings, not burdens. Sounds good in principle, but will blessings alone be enough for Columbina?
Huh? Hey, over there! It's Durin and Albedo with Flints! What could they be chatting about?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Ah, Grand Master, and the Traveler and Paimon.
Hello there. It's been a while.
Perfect. We have some new volunteers for our investigation.
I gotta do this, guys. Listen at the cadence. Listen at the cadence.
Hello there. It's been a while.
You ready?
Hello there.
General Kenobi. Anyway, enough messing around.
Wait, let me guess. The righteous Lightkeepers are finally ready to hunt down the Abyssal Dragon?
Yes, that too.
Yeah, right! Oh, wait! Why does everyone keep saying that too?
Well, to be precise, the facts match, but not the causality.
Wait, so I guessed right?
Half right! Don't act so impressed with yourself.
Maybe I can explain. We ran into Mr. Flint's north of Nasha Town. At that time, we just noticed a few abyssal creatures out in the wild, but the strange thing was, I didn't detect any traces of abyssal energy on them at all. On closer inspection, we realized that they were not real monsters, but something akin to reflections in the water, or perhaps a mirage.
Huh? What do you mean? Like, you could see them, but not touch them?
Exactly. It was very peculiar. They roared and tried to attack us, but we could not make any physical contact with them.
I think I've heard of things like that happening in Not Cry before, but I don't know much about it.
Yes, it's a known phenomenon. Mirage-like illusions tend to appear in Nodcry in the run-up to Moonprayer Night. From a distance, they appear quite real. I myself thought that Misters Durin and Albedo were locked in battle with abyssal monsters when I first arrived.
But after sharing intel and investigating a little further, we can confirm that these illusions are harmless. There is no great cause for concern.
I see.
All the Mirage stories I've heard are either animals, rocks, or small houses. Abyssal monsters, though? That's a first.
It's a first for me, too. So I'm planning to look into it further just to be on the safe side. I intend to inspect a few more locations.
What about you two? Any plans?
Alice contacted me a few days ago. She'd like me and Durin to assist her with an experiment. But we lost contact shortly after receiving the message. I'm sure that comes as no surprise to anyone familiar with her. We don't know when the wind will blow, yet when the wind blows, we will know. That, in a nutshell, describes how Alice operates.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay. Well, I suggest we investigate this Mirage business in the meantime. It's piqued my curiosity, and I'm pretty sure I know someone who will already be 10 steps ahead of us.
Well said.
Right? Whatever's happening in Notcry, she always seems to be the first one to know. Let's go see what she knows. We can invite her and her staff to the festival while we're at it.
What you talking about, Syndrome? Oh, Nepper. I can't. I forgot about, you know, them being involved in like covert operations of intelligence and such. A melazine? It's a melazine. Bet you there's some kind of quest. This is the first time I've actually paid attention to the melazine.
Look more.
You're right, I have noticed. There's certainly something a little fishy about this situation. Only a little, though. Records indicate that this phenomenon can occur in the days before and following Moon Prayer Night. That said, it has always been a rare sight in the past. The odds of encountering these phantoms are similar to looking up in the night sky, happening to see a shooting star, and managing to make a wish before it disappears. But this time, either everyone's getting lucky, or they're appearing far more frequently than usual. Yehoda's out gathering intel as we speak. In the meantime, let me check off some points of interest. First, the Abyss.
The ones we saw seem to be abyssal monsters.
Indeed. But we have identified one location where many more of them have made an appearance. And not just monsters, but human phantoms too. Given the scale and nature of the phantoms, it's almost as if someone's last memories are coming to life. Or perhaps the memories of multiple people.
Oh.
So you mean the phantom monsters are hunting down the phantom humans?
Exactly. The phantoms can interact with each other, but we have no means of intervening. In addition, some of the human phantoms would seem to be from the very distant past. This is clear both from the clothing they wear and the stories they tell. They claim to be from Hyperborea, a name which I've heard from Lauma before. If this is true, it means they must be from 6,000 years ago.
That ad break came up fast. Huh. Yes. You're gonna have to go back to the lore. I named him after the two people that befriended him when he was by himself. Oh, I named him after Niwa and Kitsuragi. I basically combined the two names together.
Did Paimon hear that right? 6,000 years?
Yeah, you're probably that old, Paimon.
It sounds like this merits further exploration.
That'd be a big help. I'll leave it with you, Albedo. My knowledge of ancient history is non-existent. I used to doze off every time the pre-Knights of Favonius era came up in class.
It's quite a miracle that you were able to understand these phantoms' speech, given how long ago they lived.
I suppose you're right. But I'll leave the archaeologists to ruminate over that conundrum. As an intelligence broker, my sole interest is in the value of the information I gather. Which, in this case, hopefully means earning myself some good favor with our dear Lady Moonchanter.
So calculating. Whew, this intel broker logic always catches Paimon by surprise.
Sounds to me like we could split the work up.
I think the abyssal phenomenon is best left to Albedo, Flints, and me.
Agreed. It coincides with my duty as a lightkeeper.
For my part, I'd like to understand the abyss better. Even a little knowledge would go a long way.
This is certainly a rare opportunity to study the abyss. But even rarer, perhaps, is the chance to make contact with the ancients.
The Curatorium will take the lead on investigating the Hyperboreans. We put in the work to learn what we know so far. It seems only fair that we get some quantity of exclusive intel.
That just leaves our trusty team of 2 unassigned.
Wait, we're a team? Since when?
Since you became an honorary knight, of course. This was part of my grand plan all along. Ha ha ha!
Oh yeah, by the way, we managed to convince Columbina to come to the Moon Prayer Night celebrations. Would you and Yehoda like to join too?
She agreed to that? Huh. Quite an achievement. Never underestimate the traveler, I guess. I'd be happy to join. No point shutting myself inside when the streets are all decked out. I doubt any clients will be visiting during the festival in any case. And Yehoda loves a party, so I'm sure she'll jump at the opportunity.
No.
Way to contradict me in front of...
Wait, no, that's not what I have bad news, boss. So many people. All right, everyone inside, quick.
God damn, she's fast.
This is gonna sound crazy, but hear me out. I saw one of those phantoms at Star Sand Shoal, and it was some sort of flying ship. Like a spaceship?
A spaceship at Star Sand Shoal.
That's gotta be the one you came to Tibet in. You said you saw the same thing through the moon marrow, right? Huh? You already know about it? Ugh, I thought I was gonna blow people's minds. Turns out I'm the last to find out. Wait, back up. You came here in a spaceship? Now my mind is blown! What's it like on the inside? Was it like flying through space? I want to know everything!
Maybe that's a conversation for next time. This is still a huge discovery on your part.
Yep, exactly. Huge discovery. You're the best, second best intel broker in the world. After your boss, of course. Wow. Really? Well, I don't know if I'm all that, but...
I guess that decides where we're heading next. Come on, don't look at me like that. I know the spaceship doesn't have anything to do with me, but you don't want to leave me as the only one twiddling my thumbs, do you? Please?
Fair enough. You can tag along.
In that case, let's meet back here to discuss our findings once we're done.
I wish everyone a productive investigation.
You too. What's up, boss? Aren't we gonna head out?
Tell me, Yehoda, when did the Curatorium start giving out intel for free?
Oh, sorry, boss.
Uh-oh, Yehoda got in trouble. Give me a minute. I was readjusting my seating position. What's this? Kitty. Are you back here to ask for help? Just write whatever it is on this piece of paper right here. I can't help you. My claws are too sharp. I'll tear the paper to shreds. Aw, that's cute. That's hella cute. Okay. Well, onward. Which way's the way out? Getting off the rust. Why am I walking? I gotta just do this. You know, that wasn't there before. I've explored this whole area that wasn't there.
Wow, what do you know? Yehoda was right on the money. This phantom really is your spaceship. But that's so weird. Why would it show up here? Is it some kind of projection? Or a ghost? Like, maybe it no longer exists, but somehow it left an after image?
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Ah, you're already here.
Miss Lauma, what a surprise. I thought you were busy with festival preparations.
I was, until one of our people informed me that a strange sight had appeared at Star Sand Shoal. No one's ever seen something quite like this before. I thought I should see it for myself.
Same here. Oh, so we heard that these things appear around the festival period. Any idea why that is?
Unfortunately not. We have very limited information about them, since they can't be interacted with. And no human phantoms have ever made an appearance before now. The most we've been able to deduce is that these sightings appear to be connected to the increase in Kuvaki energy around this time.
Well, let's look around and see what we can find out.
Yeah, seems like that's all we can do. This is all so confusing.
Allow me to lend you a hand. Everyone, our friend here should be able to provide us with some information.
Is that a phantom Rhymehorn deer?
I've heard about how the Frost Moon Scions live in harmony with the animals and can even communicate with them. That's coming in handy now, for sure.
Okay. Yes, I understand. Then how about this?
Oh, it's leaving.
appears to share our curiosity about this giant spaceship, so I asked it if it wouldn't mind investigating along with some friends. In return, I told it about some nearby spots where the wild fruit grows abundantly. We may live in a different era from these phantoms, but I trust that the terrain, climate, and ecology here are more resistant to the effects of time than some things are. Let's give them a moment and hope for the best.
All back together? Must have been a lot of fruit.
Indeed. Now let me ask them some questions. It did find a lot of wild fruit, enough for them to feast for a long while. This puffin circled in the air several times, but didn't spot anything out of the ordinary. Certainly nothing to do with the spaceship.
Huh. Well, it definitely makes sense to get a bird's eye view.
Indeed. Other than that, I was also thinking that the world these phantoms see is also different from ours.
Oh, I get what you mean. The wild fruit exist in both times and spaces, but there might also be things that only exist in that space-time, which we can't see.
Yeah, because we don't see their whole world. We only see small fragments.
Good point. Great thinking, Llama.
Blunthorn rhinos can use kuvaki to shift great rocks, but this one says it couldn't get that ship to budge by even an inch. The sniffer mole tried too, but despite being a skilled digger, it could not get through. They say that the spaceship looks robust and undamaged. It seems completely impervious to any and all attacks. Whatever lies within is well defended from harm.
So, just like us humans, there was nothing they could do about this spaceship either.
Yes, still, they deserve our thanks. We are grateful for all your efforts, dear friends. Now go, and enjoy your feast.
I've noticed some other human phantoms gathered nearby. Come on, let's go talk to them.
Those illusions and those people. It's all a little creepy, don't you think?
Nah, all part of the festive atmosphere.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Nope. Never seen or heard anything this weird.
What is this thing? I've never seen it move, and there's no way to get inside.
Goodness knows. My grandpa says it's been sitting here at least since his grandpa was still alive.
What about his grandpa? Did he say anything to your grandpa's grandpa about it?
Huh? I don't know. In all likelihood, it was here back then too. Hard to imagine something this huge could move.
Guess that means that as far as they're concerned, this ship's been around a long time.
Come on, brothers. If we can get even a small chunk off of this thing, it's gotta be worth a fortune. Today is the day we strike it rich.
Huh? You mean Paimon?
Yes, brother, I shall join you. Let's make our fortune.
We should go with them.
What the? This thing is crazy tough. I can't even scratch it. What's it made of?
Sorry, brother. Looks like we'll have to seek our fortunes elsewhere.
Enjoying yourself?
I was just seeing if I could influence this phantom's perception by playing. But nope, no dice. I'm sure we're all starting to build up an idea of what's going on here now that we've spoken to some of the people. These phantoms are reenacting real historical events in Nodcry. It's almost like we're in some kind of interactive stage play. We can talk to the actors, but the plot is fixed, and we can't influence it.
It makes sense. History is set in stone. The objective facts of the past cannot be changed.
Paimon totally thought you were just goofing around earlier. But actually, you were doing some serious investigating.
Of course I was. Anyway, at this point, I think we're forced to conclude that although the Phantom spaceship is right there in front of us, we aren't going to learn much about it from these people.
Oh, sorry. If this only showed the moment when my sister was searching for me, maybe then I could have discovered why she wasn't in the spaceship. Or if it showed the moment when it disappeared, I might have found out who was piloting it and where they were headed. But no such luck. All we've seen is an arbitrary moment in time during its long stay here.
Don't be discouraged. If nothing else, this is proof of the ship's existence. And think about it. So many people tried to hack their way inside, but no one could get the door open. It's made of very tough material. To me, that says that we'll either find the ship itself or the story behind it. It's just a matter of time.
Thanks, Varka.
Huh. Every now and then, when Varka gets serious, he actually does seem like Grandmaster material for once.
I wonder how the others are doing. Let's head back for now.
Sounds good. Also, drinks are on me if Team Knights of Favonius is the first to finish.
Wait, we have a team name now?
Am I in Team Knights of Favonius as well?
You're very welcome to join. We've even got a cathedral ready for you.
Isn't that technically blasphemy? You wouldn't dare make a joke like that if Barbados was in earshot.
Nah, I'm sure Barbados doesn't mind a little harmless blasphemy once in a while.
That's wild.
Oh, no! Get away! Oh.
I know it's hard to stomach, Mr. Duran. But as I'm sure you've noticed, there is nothing we can do to intervene in that which unfolds before us.
But we have to at least try.
And try you have. But are you aware of how many unsuccessful attempts you've made now?
I wasn't keeping count.
I'm afraid this is the 39th failure so far. Or the 5th if we're only counting this particular victim. There are no indications that these phantoms may be altered in any way.
You seem to have calmed down a little. I'll make us a fire. You should rest and have some water. Feeling any better now, Mr. Duran?
May I ask a few questions?
Be my guest.
What exactly are we witnessing here? What happened to those people?
My guess would be that we are seeing Nodcry during the Conrian Cataclysm. Would that be accurate?
Conria.
That is correct. As you know, once the Abyss senses even the tiniest crack, it floods in and spreads like wildfire. There was a time in the distant past when it permeated all of Nodcry, causing immeasurable harm. The people paid a terrible price to heal this land. Then, 500 years ago, the whole of Teyvat suffered an abyssal disaster. Once more, Nodcry was dealt a devastating blow.
I see.
In the face of the abyssal onslaught, all were like grains of sand tossed around by a tidal wave. Be they human, fae, or god. The moment you witnessed is but one drop in a whole ocean of catastrophe.
All right. I guess that answers my second question, too. I wanted to know why there's nothing I could do to help them, and that's because what we are seeing is history.
That would be my guess as well.
As I understand it, history and fate are not all that dissimilar. The latter may be unseen to us, but both are immutable.
Yes. Fate was determined long, long ago.
I still have a couple of other questions for you, Mr. Flint's. You mentioned more than one abyssal disaster that has struck this land in the past. How can you be sure that what we're seeing is from the Conrian incident? And also, how are you able to stay so calm when you're talking about these events? From everything I know about you, you're not cold or ruthless, and you're not indifferent to the suffering of others.
Alas, I am forced to show my age. I must be 600 or 700 years old by human measure.
Oh, he's a grandpa.
So, you...
One is not easily moved by history when one has witnessed the truth firsthand.
I'm sorry.
You needn't apologize. Your passion is a good thing to have. Treasure it, because someday you may find it in terribly short supply. Now, at the risk of offending you, I have a question in return. Your curiosity toward the abyss, is it born from hatred or because you sense its call? I only ask because I kept a fragment of Rarir's body in my lantern for a short time. Specifically, his heart. So I know what a burden it can be to carry the abyss with you. And I hear its power growling from somewhere within you. In my eyes, your mere existence is a miracle.
My honest answer is... I don't know. I don't think I have the confidence to say for certain. What I will say is the abyss is not the only issue that haunts me. Even before I became who I am today, the question dogged me constantly. Should I even exist at all? My doubts remain unresolved. But when we fought Rarir, something became a little clearer to me. Sometimes it is the darkness within us that allows us to achieve the impossible.
I certainly got the sense from your 39 attempts that you were trying to achieve the impossible. It sounds like you've resolved to see the truth for yourself.
Absolutely. In that sense, he and I are quite similar.
Then I wish you every success. I look forward to the day of your transcension. Well, if everyone's caught their breath, I suppose we should head back. Oh, and one last thing. I'd appreciate if you kept our discussion about history a secret.
Incredibly, our separate investigations led us all to the same conclusion. Hooray for consensus!
Yeah, but we barely learned anything, though. I totally thought this would be the mother lode. Talking with the ancients? I mean, come on! But nope. All we got was useless snippets of conversation. And all this stuff about moons and hyperopia. What a load of baloney. Seems like people back then had a few screws loose.
I understand your frustration. We found the same issue. Each phantom only showed a very brief moment in time. There isn't much value to be found in these miscellaneous fragments of a civilization's history, no matter how glorious it may have been.
If there's a silver lining, it's that these phantoms are harmless to the present reality. They shouldn't get in the way of the festivities.
Paimon agrees. And not just because it's the first thing she understood in this whole conversation.
You look disappointed, Nefer. Is something the matter?
What do you think? We all worked our tails off, but the only one to gain anything from it was you, Lady Moonjanter.
Well, please do share the Hyperborean records with me. I will gladly inscribe them in our people's documents.
Oh, duh! Yeah! That was it! Hyperborea! Hyperborea.
I'm serious. Only an expert in the Frostmoon Scions and their history can turn these records into valuable research material. The alternative is to let them gather dust on the Curatorium storage shelves until the pages turn yellow. Nefer, you're wise enough to know that cooperating and sharing the profits is the best course of action here.
Well, that goes without saying. Sure, let's do that.
Huh? But didn't you say we aren't supposed to give out intel for free? Sorry. Shutting up. Now is not a good time to push Nefer's buttons.
Anyway, back to Moon Prayer Night. I'm thinking that we should prepare something a little special, aside from the usual decorations and so on.
You mean a parting gift?
Can't go wrong with food. Although, does food go bad on the moon?
Perhaps a lantern would be a better choice. It might be dark up there.
It could prove difficult to light a lantern on the moon. Magical stones might serve that purpose better.
What about a clockwork mecha model from Fontaine? I've got a whole bunch at home. I use them for fighting practice in my free time.
None of these sound like things she would be even remotely interested in. But we don't interact with her enough to know what she likes.
Yeah. It would really save us the guesswork if someone could find out what she's into.
Wait, what the? Traveler? They're all looking at you.
Great! Haha, problem solved. Now, I need to stop by Dory's. Gonna need her help sourcing a bunch of stuff for the festival.
Then let's leave it there for now. We all have our own business to attend to. Traveler, if you find out what Kutar likes, let us know right away.
I gotcha.
Is something the matter?
Oh, that's my line, Duran.
I'm fine. It's just... I'm still feeling a little rattled after witnessing the horrors of the Abyss. But it's okay. This is something I have to work through. I'll be alright. Thanks for your concern.
Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself. If you ever feel like something's wrong, physically or mentally, we're here to talk.
Testing, testing. Mike was.
Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself. If you ever feel like something's wrong, physically or mentally, we're here to talk.
Oh, don't forget, I'm a Knights of Favonius, or a member of the Knights of Favonius, as the honoraries.
Come on. Stop treating me like a kid.
Come on. But hold on a minute, chat. I'm so sorry that tonight has been nothing but constant interruptions.
Come on. Stop treating.
Yehoda, mid Yehoda.
Could you do me a solid and try to smooth things over with Boss Neff?
We got ads starting here in a minute.
You should get going. It's important that we ascertain what Kutar likes.
Huh? She's not here.
I can't sense her presence at all.
Weren't there a few Kuhenki here last time too? Where did they all go?
Maybe she took them out for walkies.
Walkies? For Kuhenki? You're not pets, you know. Oh well, looks like we just came at a bad time. Let's try again tomorrow. There's still a few days until Moon Prayer Night, so we're in no rush. Besides, she needs time to rest anyway.
Fair point. Let's go.
Calamina! Are you back yet? Oh, how strange. Looks like she still isn't here.
This is a bit odd.
Right? It's not like her to spend so much time outside. Especially since she's worried about attracting unwanted attention.
But by the looks of it, she hasn't been back all day.
What about Luonatar? Luonatar, you there? Hey! Do you know where Columbina went? Sorry, didn't understand. But if you know where she is, could you take us to her?
Lunatar is adorable. Sounds like a I don't know either to me.
Yeah, that's even stranger.
But Paimon, look, the flowers.
What about them? Oh, that's not good news. They change color when Columbina gets weaker, right? And they look super pale right now.
Oh, let's go. We gotta find Llama.
Good idea. She might know what's happening.
Ah, it's you. How is Kutar? Is she okay?
She's missing. Has she visited the Frostmoon Scions?
No, she hasn't. I came here to check on her after I noticed the flowers had changed color. Based on past precedent, she must be very weak right now. Even getting up to walk would be a struggle. It seems unlikely that she wandered off outside.
Not to mention that she doesn't do that at the best of times either. So yeah, this is super weird.
Has anyone approached Silver Moon Hall lately?
No. Very few people are in the know about Kutar's whereabouts. And if anyone suspicious had visited, they'd have left some sort of evidence. Come on, let's go to Nasha Town. If anyone has seen her, someone there will know about it. It's not Cry's information hub after all.
Makes sense. Let's go! Moment. Is it just Paimon, or is this stall kind of suspicious? It's never been here before, right?
No, I don't recognize it.
Alas, your free and easy adventure time is over. Now, prepare to face the final boss of Nod Cry.
Whoa! Where'd that voice come from?
Not sure, but it's definitely hostile.
No, not that way. The final boss is right here.
The sniffer mole?
That's the final boss? Surely not. Also...
That voice is a little familiar.
Okay, the jig is up. I'll stop teasing you. Turn around. I'm right behind you. It seems I've managed to leave quite an indelible
Oh my
impression,
god!
even though you've never seen my face. Oh, nothing could make a great mage more pleased with herself.
We finally meet her. In the flesh.
What is going on?
I've heard that all the big shots in Teyvat have long, wordy titles that stun people speechless when they make their entrance. Unfortunately, none of them are affiliated with the Hexenzirkel, and we ourselves keep a very low profile. The notorious name-dropping doesn't quite work for us. Still, I, for one, think I'm really quite amazing. So that didn't stop me from coming up with a title anyway.
Alice! It's really you this time? Not a lantern or a Dodoko, but Alice in the flesh?
Oh, that's right. So, what do you think? How does it feel to finally meet me?
You look like...
You look just like Klee.
Oh, that's the first thing you thought. A little surprising, but that actually makes me very happy. Because that means that when Klee grows up, she'll be just as stunningly beautiful as her mother.
So she's a friend of yours?
Kind of. This is actually the first time we've seen her in person.
I see. Madam Mage, that was, quite a powerful entrance. I certainly won't be forgetting it anytime soon.
It's okay, Lauma, don't force it. Paimon will do the honors. This is Alice from the Hexenzirkel. She's a friend of ours, and of Varka's too.
And she's helped us a lot in the past.
That's right. She's a good person, just kinda unpredictable.
Well, what is the human heart if not unpredictable? If we could not do as we please, how would we differ from machines?
I am Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I know. Before you got here, I spent a good, 15 minutes getting up to speed on Nodcry's present situation. In other words, I've read the whole in the last episode part, so we can skip the pleasantries.
Fair enough. Well, Miss Alice, I can already tell that you have quite a unique personality.
He'll get used to it. Paimon sure is. So anyway, what are you doing in Nodcry, Alice?
Oh, I thought I told you already. This time, I'm the final boss. And what a formidable foe I shall be. Powerful, confident, decisive, and good luck finding my weak spot. You will never succeed.
I'm going to send a formal request for Jean to put you on solitary.
Oh, drat. My one weakness, and you found it in an instant. Fate has been dealt a devastating blow. Thus falls the great Dodo King.
Why are you playing along with this nonsense?
For funsies, of course. What's wrong, Paimon? Are you disappointed in me? Am I a gigantic letdown?
No, it's just... you seem like a busy lady. And this is the one time you've shown up in person. Paimon figured it would be for something more high stakes than just goofing around.
You're quite right. I'm here in Nodcry because something big happened. Something big enough it caught the attention of the Hexenzirkel. It concerns the 3 moons, Teyvat's borders, and of course, the moon goddess you are currently searching for.
You know where Columbina is?
Kind of. Why don't we discuss this over a pot of tea? My main reason for coming on this trip to Teyvat was, of course, to have some fun. But I do technically have a job to do as well, namely, maintaining the stability of Teyvat's borders. I'll skip over the complicated parts, but to sum it up, abyssal energies are all that lie beyond Teyvat's border. We'd find ourselves in a real pickle if they ever made it through. And the phantoms you've been seeing are a sign that the border has been disturbed.
No wonder they tend to show up around Moon Prayer Night.
Is it because the real moon is now so close to us that its power can cross the border?
In part, but only a negligible amount passes through. Just enough to influence the verdant crests and so on. And as you've noticed, There has been an unprecedented number of phantoms appearing this year. The influence of the moon beyond the border cannot explain this. No. There is another far greater factor at play. The trilunar syzygy.
A trilunar syzygy?
Eons ago, before the heavenly principles came to Devat, it was the then 3 moon goddesses who controlled the laws of this world.
You're talking about life, death, and such, aren't you?
Oh, that's exactly it. The 3 goddesses split these powers amongst themselves, promising never to consolidate them into one singular body. This was meant to keep the world stable. But, fast-forwarding to the present, the eternal moon's marrow is with you, while the iridescent moon's marrow, which should never have appeared in this world, has been retrieved. Add that to the presence of a moon goddess in the flesh and... the power of all 3 moons is gathered here in Notcry. There hasn't been an event like this since the War of Funerary Flame. And it's having a noticeable effect on Tevat's borders.
But why are you so concerned about the said borders, if I might ask?
Because I wish to give my darling daughter a peaceful, sunny environment to grow up in. Is that a good enough reason?
Kinda sounds like you're dodging the question, but it does make sense.
Well, that's one reason anyway, and the most important one. The others are a little complicated to explain. For instance, cleaning up after dearest Miss R. Albedo could tell you more about that if you're curious, but right now, I have a more important question to ask you. Why are you collecting the moon marrows?
Columbina wants to use their power to return home.
I see. Nicole told me about that legend once.
Nicole? You mean Mage Anne?
Oh, so you remember.
But yeah, we heard her voice in Fontaine.
Yes, of course. That was a story about fate, her area of expertise. But back to the story of our dear moon goddess. I'm afraid her intended method of returning to the moon is unlikely to work anymore.
What does that mean?
She may be missing, but she hasn't gone anywhere. She has disappeared.
My body is so heavy. Wait, no. It's my mind that's heavy. My arms and legs are as light as a feather. What's happening to me? I feel drowsy, like I've been asleep for too long. Is it daytime or nighttime? Is the moon out? I think I'll go for a walk. Are you out for a walk too? Huh? The day has come at last. Have I grown so weak that I can't even sustain my physical form? But Moon Prayer Night is nearly here. I was so close to returning home. Death is near. Is this how it ends for me? Will I return to the moon after I disappear? Or... I don't want it to end like this. So far, at least, I still exist. Even if not physically, I can still feel. But as my power wanes, I'm sure that too will fade. I suppose I might take one final look at this world. The world where I was born.
Come on! Come on! Wait for me!
The Frost Moon Enclave. How much it has changed since I was born.
These decorations, they're so heavy.
It's times like these when you kind of wish men could be priestesses and acolytes too.
How fascinating. I've never had the chance to be privy to people's private lives in this way. In the past, people would get so solemn and serious the moment I showed my face. Like they were frozen stiff.
Karina, Lametti, it's time to eat.
Coming!
I want to watch them a little longer.
Okay.
So just fill these balloons with air, right?
Yep. Try a couple now to test things out. The rest can wait till Moon Prayer Night.
Think fast.
Rita!
Teasing an acolyte of the Frost Moon Scions? Surely that's a punishable offense.
Take this!
Huh?
All right, enough horsing around. Lady Lauma gave us a task. We should get back to it.
The task is just to check that the balloons don't leak, right? Doesn't matter if we fill them with air or water.
Okay, you got me there. And you got me there. But still, we can't use all the balloons before the festival even starts.
We won't use all of them. And as long as Lady Lauma's trusted acolyte doesn't snitch, this can stay as a little secret between friends. A couple more can't do any harm, right?
Oh, you menace. Then, think fast!
Is pumping a balloon full of water really so much fun?
I'm sure you're both tired from playing all day. Come on, eat up.
A plain, humble meal. That has always been the way of the Frost Moon Scions.
Huh? How come Lametti got a midsummer berry dessert? Oh, I always get Lockaberry. I don't mind sharing. You can have a bite of mine if I get to have a bite of yours.
Hmm? They're sharing food? I've never shared food with anyone before. Even at the Harbinger tea parties, everyone just ate off their own plate. And when I couldn't finish my food offerings from the Frost Moon Scions, they'd leave the leftovers out under the moonlight for the animals to claim.
Hey! That was 2 bites! Oh, then you can have another bite of mine.
Oh, you too. Oh, don't fret now. Here, have some of Granny's too.
So this is what it means to be family. I'm seeing so much that I'd never usually get to see. They'd never act like this when I was around. It's nice, being able to just watch people in peace in these final moments. What a rare opportunity. I think I'll go take a look around Nasha Town, too. Maybe the Traveler will be there.
After the War of Funerary Flame, the Moon Goddesses were no longer recognized by Teyvat. They lost the whole foundation for their existence. That's why the Moon Goddess's strength is fading. She cannot withstand the world's rejection of her.
It's just like what Calabina said. The world itself is rejecting her.
To be more pedantic about it, the Moon Goddesses did something to offend the heavenly principles, and that's why they were ousted. Something of a recurring theme in Teyvat's history. Theoretically, speaking so candidly should put me in their crosshairs too, but they can't tell me what to do. I'll say whatever I want. Anywho, the Moon Marrow energies were but a drop in the bucket for her, and that battle against the Ray Hair of Solnari only weakened her further. Fortunately, it happened close enough to Moon Prayer Night when the Kuvaki concentration here is high. That's the only reason she managed to survive this long.
What do you mean, fortunately? You said she disappeared. We're too late.
Ugh, what a headache. I thought this was all common knowledge. I guess I have some more explaining to do. Okay, buckle up. It's time for another lecture. Now, I said earlier that the Moon Goddesses lost the foundation for their existence. The reason for that has to do with the natural order. Basically, the rationale for their existence in Teyvat was lost. The same logic applies to the present Moon Goddess too. Consider her existence so far. Her comrades in the Fatui called her Damselette. And she was worshipped as Kutar by the Frost Moon Scions. But these connections have now been severed, whether by her hand or yours.
So, the rationale that once sustained her existence is now gone.
Wait, we did that to her?
Oh, well, strictly speaking, yes. But let's not start pointing fingers, shall we? I'll only end up as the big bad villain, and that's not the kind of final boss I want to be.
You're making light of this. Hopefully that means you have a plan.
Of course I do. I'm only the greatest mage in the whole entire world. Now, if you wish to find your Moon Goddess, there are two problems we need to solve. Firstly, we'll need to strengthen the connection between her and Teyvat, at least enough to sustain her until Moon Prayer Night.
Strengthen her connection? But does that mean I'll have to rally all the Frost Moon faithful behind this?
I'm afraid a bygone faith and a former home won't be of any help to her now. Do you know her name?
Her name?
Oh, yes. Names are very important things. A name is a fundamental concept that anchors one's entire existence.
I asked her once, but she said she didn't know.
Then your first job is to find it. As a Moon Goddess, I'm sure she must have a name she identifies with. Neither Columbina nor Kutar is her true name, and she's never really accepted either of them.
So, finding out her real name is enough to sustain her existence?
Yes, I know it sounds like a small step, but every journey begins that way. So for now, that's all we need to focus on. The second problem is with her plan to use the Moon Marrows to return to the moon. Unfortunately, piercing through the false sky will take an enormous amount of power. Given her current condition, she won't be able to provide anywhere near enough power, even if she recovers her physical form. But no need to fret. Nicole's the expert in this field, and I'm sure she'll figure something out.
Wait, Mage N is going to help us out too? That means we've got 2 Hexacircle mages on the case. This is turning into a pretty big deal.
Actually, this is more of a side quest for me. Like you said, I'm a busy lady, so I can't stay for too long. I'll have to return to Tibet's border soon.
Thanks for telling us all this.
That's the upside you get for looking out for my little Klee. Hopefully that will incentivize you to carry on keeping her company in the future. Anyway, jokes aside, you'd better get moving. It will take quite a miracle for the Moon Goddess's consciousness to hold out till Moon Prayer Night. Oh, I suppose I might as well tell you where Nicole is before I leave. Off you go now. Time to meet your new friend. Oh, yes, and a little suggestion. Don't forget to mind your heads.
What?
I wonder how Durin's doing. I should really go see him before I head back.
You really are super busy.
I most certainly am. There's so many children I have to keep tabs on just in Mondstadt. Durin, Albedo, Venti, Varka.
My bad. There were some unexpected names in there.
Klee didn't make the list, huh?
Of course not. Klee is my pride and joy. I have no qualms about her, because she's the best child in the whole wide world.
Yep. Klee's a little angel.
I'm glad you agree. Well, all the best. See you when I see you.
She left in a hurry.
Yeah, she didn't pack up her stall. Should we handle it for her?
Doubt that's necessary. A mage of her abilities don't need our help.
I must say, I'm now very curious about her daughter. Klee, wasn't it? What's she like?
That's a long story. Come on, we'll fill you in as we go.
What a lively place. I've never experienced Nasha Town like this before.
Hey, you old geezer! Your hammer's rusted through!
Who are you calling old geezer?
Are they quarreling?
I'm looking right at him! You've really gone downhill since giving your daughter free rein in the workshop. Can you even swing a hammer anymore? It shouldn't take you days just to fix a single chair! You might as well use that hammer to massage my back for all the good it's doing.
We got an ad coming up. And that ad's taking a minute to initiate. Be about 30 minutes left.
Don't run your mouth, or you'll get a back massage that'll put you in bed for the rest of your life. Look, the materials haven't arrived yet, all right? You know how busy it gets in the days before Moon Prayer Night.
I'll bet you send all the materials to your little princess. Blood's always thicker than water, huh?
All right, you've made your point, Uncle Koski. As soon as the materials arrive, fixing your chair will be the #1 priority. And Dad, if you've got time to chat, why don't you lend me a hand,
See? Lolka knows what the score is.
I guess they're friends. But the way they spoke to each other was so ugly. Then again, it wouldn't be the first time I've seen something like this.
Columbina! Sing outside my door in the middle of the night one more time, and I'll unscrew your vocal cords. You hear me?
Oh, Sandrone. So that was her way of trying to be friends with me. What a pity. I won't get the chance to say any ugly things in reply.
Columbina really is innocent, isn't she?
Hey, have you decided what to give her for Moon Prayer Night?
I sure have. She's gonna get the surprise of her life when she's least expecting it. Then I'll whip out the ring and pop the question.
The surprise of her life. What a fun turn of phrase.
Cool, I get the picture. You can spare me the gushy details. Ooh, looks like we have a customer. Hello there, ma'am. Would you like some Moon Prayer Night candy?
Huh? Is he talking to me? Can he see me?
Here you go.
Oh.
Come back anytime. Right. Now, where were we?
I don't know why, but I still held out hope.
The most important thing right now is to find that mage.
This name thing seems super important too, but where do we even start looking?
I'd better go pay the Fatui a visit.
Columbina?
He can sense her.
Traveler?
Let's go! This is no time to be spacing out!
It's not so bad. Just staying quietly by their side with this. Look for the mage, Nicole. I guess we're fast traveling.
Where are they going? They mentioned a mage and a name?
So, Mr. Varka, are you acquainted with this Nicole? Or should I call her Mage N?
Ah, not really. We've never met, though she has come up in conversation. From what I've gathered, Alice kinda took Nicole under her wing. Taught her how to speak in a more ladylike fashion, that kind of thing.
Huh. Hard to imagine Alice as an etiquette coach.
Yeah, Alice is a larger-than-life personality, I'll give you that. But then again, that's why she's able to draw such an eclectic mix of people into her inner circle. If I remember correctly, being an interesting person is actually one of her main entry requirements. So, if you ever wanted to join the Hexenzirkel, I'm sure you'd both be eligible to apply.
Hey! Don't go around making promises on Alice's behalf!
I wouldn't dare. I'm just trying to paint a picture of the Hexenzirkel for you.
Okay, sure. Anyway, since none of us have ever met Nicole, how are we supposed to find her? We can't just go up to every woman in sight and ask, "Hey, are you Nicole?"
Maybe something she's wearing will give it away? Like, a wind bloom pinned to her chest or something.
Wait a minute. Alice never said Nicole was from Mondstadt.
Oh, true.
Oh, what about a tea set? I recall that each mage has their own cup.
That would be this young lady, then?
Hey there! Sorry to disturb you, but are you Miss Nicole?
Varka, Knight of Boreas of the Knights of Favonius. Alice might have mentioned me before.
Mm-mm.
Ah! Have we got the wrong person? Sorry. Well, this is awkward.
When I shook my head, I meant, no, Alice hasn't mentioned you before.
Huh? Where is this voice coming from?
My apologies. For certain reasons, I am unable to speak. This is the only way I can communicate with you. It might take some getting used to, but I hope you can understand.
Hey, it's fine. I'm more shocked by the fact that Alice never speaks about me. I mean,
As for you two, we have crossed paths twice before, but it is nonetheless a pleasure to finally meet you.
Oh, it's really you! Thanks for all your guidance in the past!
You're quite welcome. This time, things are different. We have reached the unwritten pages of the story. You might say that we stand at the crossroads of fate. Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is... No, stop! Alice! I can't believe it! I had a whole speech prepared. I'd agonized over every single word. She always picks the worst moments to ruin other people's plans. I'm so sorry about that. Alice took the liberty of devising some bespoke self-introduction magic for each member of the Hexenzirkel. But I could have sworn I deleted all of the triggering conditions for it. How did it bypass everything? Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing.
This is a very different side of Nicole than what we're used to. Is she not used to face-to-face interactions? Don't worry about it. We've seen that introduction magic once already, so it wasn't too much of a shock.
Please go on, Miss Nicole. We'd love to hear what you have to say, or, well, communicate.
Huh? Are they talking to this lady? But...
Will you all promise to forget that horrendously embarrassing introduction?
sorry, embarrassing. When?
On the words that popped out just now, I saw Angel.
Yes,
My name is Nicole, and I am one of a very few angels who have retained both their preferred form and their power. The Traveler and Paimon should be no strangers to this concept. There is another of our kind in Natlan. They call her the Lord of the Night.
Alright! Paimon remembers her!
Yeah, but we've never seen her in person.
Yes. Well, I have retained more of my power than she. It's because I don't have a long-term duty to fulfill. To be more specific, no. We'll be here all day if I get into the specifics. Moving on. If I'm not mistaken, you are here because you wish to learn how one might reach the moon beyond the sky.
That's right. Is that something you can give us any guidance on?
Yes, I do know a way. It began with the Hyperboreans, who lived after the War of Funerary Flame. Blank looks. Maybe I should start with the background of the war. Or maybe not. It shouldn't be an issue. I'll fill in the gaps for you when we have more time. Anyway, after that war ended, the three moons retreated to beyond the false sky. The Hyperboreans were humans I once aided. They accepted the civilization and creations bestowed upon them by the angels. But despite accepting many blessings of the angels, many among them still held on to their faith in the moons. They were reluctant to accept the new order, even after the War of Funerary Flame. They sought to contact the moon goddesses beyond the sky and receive their guidance.
But all three had passed away by that point.
This mage has a unique method of communicating. Is she talking about the moons?
Yes, but they did not know. And so, still they prayed for the moon goddess's mercy. After building titanic structures that consumed vast amounts of Kuvaki, at last they glimpsed the moons and heard their voices. But of course, they were gravely disappointed. For it was then that they realized the three moon goddesses were dead.
Oh, that's such a sad story.
It is. Humanity was in a very sorry state at that time. The angels who had once aided them were gone, and the War of Funerary Flames had left them homeless and destitute.
Just a second, I gotta ask. How relevant is all this history to the task at hand?
Well, I mean, it's... Okay, it seems we've drifted into irrelevant narrative waters. It's been a while since I've had the chance to speak inside someone's head. As soon as I got started, I lost control and the words just flowed out like a waterfall. What I'm trying to say is... Right, yes, that's it. The relevant part is the ritual created by the Hyperboreans. The fact that they bypassed the false sky and saw the true moons implies that they successfully built a connection between Teyvat and the outside world. Which means, with enough Kuvaki and a sufficiently stable connection, it should be feasible to send one person over the border.
Okay, so they built some kind of portal?
Oh, yes. A portal. Yes.
Is something wrong? You sound disappointed.
I just didn't expect you to summarize it so well. It turns out I could have said all that in one word, if only I'd managed to think of it.
No, please, it's fine. This is invaluable knowledge. I'll be sure to record and preserve everything in writing.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, I suppose I could backtrack and add some more detail. I did gloss over a few things so far.
Whoa, 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 time out. Let's summarize what we've got first. The Hyperboreans were the last ones to use this method, right? So we somehow need to find whatever structure they built and make sure there's enough Kuvaki to power it up. Luckily, we have the moon marrow of both the eternal and iridescent moons, so we're all good for Kuvaki. Which means the key issue we need to focus on is finding the place. Am I right so far?
Yes. Although I expect the structure is long gone by now. That said, what if we could take advantage of the phantoms to travel back to a time when it still existed? Well, travel back isn't quite accurate. It's more like we'd be creating a handshake between 2 points in space-time. We wouldn't even have to pick a time when it still existed. It could just be a time when it still appeared in phantom form via projection, or we could project our own phantoms, fold them together, and... You look lost. Was that too hard to follow?
Yeah, things got a little, technical there. Paimon's brain is reaching capacity.
Alright. Let me think about how to put this more simply. Okay, got it. Over the next few days, I'll search for phantoms that we can use. Once I find one that meets the criteria, I'll let you know and we'll regroup. By completing certain rituals, specific individuals will be able to enter the phantom and make it to the Hyperborean structure. If everything checks out, and it looks feasible, we'll just need to wait for Moon Prayer Night, and we can send the Moon Goddess back home. I'm really skimping on the detail here. Is this making any sense at all?
I think so. For now, we'll just wait to hear from you.
Yes. Basically, yes.
Great. Counting on you. In the meantime, we'll focus on finding the Moon Goddess's name.
My name? Are they looking for a way to stop me from disappearing?
Excuse me, Miss...
Go on, Miss Nicole.
This conversation was a little all over the place. I didn't catch your name.
I am Lauma, of the Frost Moon Scions.
Ah, I did wonder. I noticed that you listened very intently when I spoke about Hyperborea and the moon's history. If you'd be interested, I'd love to visit you this evening and go through it again in greater detail. Also, if you were serious about making a record, it would be too risky to simply write down the raw details as is. I would suggest some tweaks. Maybe rewrite the stories as fairy tales or fables, perhaps even prayers. Anyway, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. So, see you later then? Oh, and no need to prepare anything. Just a cup of tea will do.
See ya!
She seems friendly. It's just...
It's so nice to find someone who's actually willing to listen. I've been dying for a chance to finally go through all this systematically from start to finish. Any longer and I'd probably start forgetting it.
Now Paimon gets why Alice told us to mind our heads.
Ha 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 ha! What did I tell you? A lot of quirky people in Alice's orbit. Now then, the next order of business is, where do we start looking for the Moon Goddess's name?
Maybe the rest of what Nicole has to say might give us some clues.
We have another ad break.
Once I've heard her out, I'll summarize the salient points and share them with you all. I'm also inclined to review our other documents. Yes, our faith was first established by our Hyperborean ancestors, but many of the more factually accurate records are from after Kuthar's birth.
That the Fatui might owe something as well.
Sounds like we're gonna follow Columbina's journey through Devat, huh? In that case, we'll start by heading to the Frostmoon Enclave.
Sounds like a plan. Take this with you. I'll see about getting in touch with the Fatui. It'll probably just be Arlecchino and Sandroni again. They're the only ones who would want to help.
Thank you, Mr. Varka.
Don't mention it. Honestly, I'm more comfortable dealing with the Fatui than prying into the details of a young lady's childhood. Catch you later.
I should follow them, just in case there's some way that I can help.
Okay, alright, well. We're gonna have to call it there. We will pick this up tomorrow. Save. Oh, don't want to
Based on data from past incidents,
so
please
yeah.
avoid dropping small items such as mora, screws, gears, minerals, toys, gummies, snacks, hairbands, socks, and slippers.
So we'll continue this tomorrow. I appreciate everybody coming out. I hate that I had to split it up like that, but I do have to work in the morning, so I gotta get some sleep for that. Let's find somebody to raid.
Did you hear what happened with the sky in Natlan?
The sky in Natlan. Oh.
Reviewing outstanding items on today's to-do list. Do you have any additional commands? No problem. I can add them shortly. I'm quite used to it.
We'll go give Code a raid. He's doing Genshin Impact help stuff. Okay. I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. We'll continue the Archon quest tomorrow. Y'all take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see y'all then. Bye.